It's not about me. It's not about you. It's not even about us. It's about legacy. It's about what we choose to leave behind for future generations. And that's why, for the next year, and for the first time since 1974, the best and brightest men and women of nations and corporations the world over will pool their resources, share their collective vision to leave behind a brighter future. It's not about us. Therefore, what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is welcome back.
The work of a single organization, the Syndicate. A rogue nation, trained to do what we do, imbued with a new sense of purpose.
The Syndicate, you say? Yes, sir. That's what he calls it.
Room 11. Right, smart bird you got there, Mr. Potter. He arrived here just 5 minutes before yourself.
As the Minister for Magic, it is my duty to inform you, Mr. Potter, that earlier this evening your uncle's sister was located a little south of Sheffield, sir, chimney stack. The Accidental Magic Reversal Department was dispatched immediately. She has been properly punctured and her memory modified. She will have no recollection of the incident whatsoever. So that's that. And no harm done. Peace out.
No, thank you. Minister,
Yes.
I don't understand.
Understand?
I broke the law. Underage wizards aren't allowed to use magic at home.
Oh, come now, Harry. The ministry doesn't send people to Azkaban for blowing up their aunt. On the other hand, running away like that, given the state of things, was very, very irresponsible.
The state of things, sir?
We have a killer on the loose.
Sirius Black, you mean? But what's he got to do with me?
Nothing, of course. You're safe, and that's what matters. And tomorrow you'll be on your way back to Hogwarts. Oh, these are your new school books. I took the liberty of having them brought here for you. Now, Tom will show you to your room.
Hedwig.
Oh, by the way, Harry, whilst you're here, it would be best if you didn't wander.
I instructed Harry to form this organization, and I alone am responsible for its activities.
Dispatch an owl to the Daily Prophet. If we hurry, we should still make the morning edition. Dawlish, Shacklebolt, you will escort Dumbledore to Azkaban to await trial for conspiracy and sedition.
I thought we might hit this little snag. You seem to be laboring under the delusion that I'm going to, what was the phrase? Come quietly. Well, I can tell you this. I have no intention of going to Azkaban.
Enough of this. Take him!
elegant, Minister. But you can't deny Dumbledore's got style.
Though he's primarily known in the United States among members of my generation as the Minister of Magic Cornelius Fudge from the Harry Potter movies, Robert Hardy has had a long and varied career on the stages and screens of England. Known for playing Sir Winston Churchill in 5 different films, he has the distinction of playing both Churchill and Franklin D. Roosevelt on various occasions. A scholar and respected authority on the medieval longbow, Mr. Hardy has authored 2 books on the subject. He was one of the experts consulted with, about the longbows found when the Mary Rose, a warship of the English Tudor Navy of King Henry VIII, was salvaged. During his time at Magdalen College in Oxford, he studied under both C.S. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien, earning a B.A. in English with honors. In the BBC adaptation of James Herriot's All Creatures Great and Small, Mr. Hardy played the role of Siegfried Farnon, who has probably performed in more Shakespeare plays than you can name. Please join me in welcoming Robert Hardy back to Hillsdale College.
I can't tell you what a joy it is to be back at Hillsdale. I had an absolutely wonderful week here in October last year when we were talking about nobody but Churchill, which is why I came. And so tonight I don't really know what to say at all because I haven't been commissioned. So I've got so much to say that I don't know how long you're going to be here. But to mitigate the dangers that are inherent in not knowing what you're at, I've brought a large timepiece which I can actually read. I mean, it's large enough for me to read. And I won't go on too long. I'll see how many people fall asleep and how the doors are being used and so on. But I've got various things that I'm absolutely determined to tell you about.
Robert Miles!
Robert Miles.
Does this tie go?
Yeah. You look real nice.
Thought I'd come with you to the funeral if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
I feel sorry for him, you know? I mean, especially Jackson. Losing Shelby like that. Something like that ever happened to me, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. Thing like this just doesn't make any sense. No sense at all. You know, it's more about an image. This thing of being seduced into believing one is what you make yourself to believe you are.
So, you want to be a rocker? Study the moves. Jerry Lee Lewis, buy some blue suede shoes. Twitch your head like Carl Perkins. Shake your booty. Talk a socket to it. Get the image in line, boy. The image in line. It's all over the street, and you can't buy the time. You can't buy the bebop. You can't buy the slide. You got the fantasy blues with no place to hide.
You invent a character when you're a child, right? You invent a self, a character, a person, a rock and roll star, whatever, you know, a folk singer, whatever you're doing. And you do that, and if people like it, then that's who you are.
I mean, I think we're faced with a dilemma now that's terrifying. We can just get rid of you altogether and make you an image. You know? In fact, we'd prefer the image to the human being. You know? We'd rather watch you on television than talk to you.
I don't want to move.
It suddenly occurred to me that I was maybe avoiding a territory that I needed to investigate, which is the family. You know? And I avoided it for quite a while because to me there was a danger in I was a little afraid of it, you know, particularly around my old man, you know, and all of that emotional territory, you know. I didn't really want to tiptoe in there, and then I thought, well, maybe I better.
Silent night, holy night.
I feel like chicken tonight.
Mark.
Something in the way she moves.
Something makes us think she's got one leg.
I think we can't really, that's not fair. It's a Beatles song, and you know Paul McCartney's going out, isn't it? Sean, that is appalling.
Listen, mate, I'll do the camera for a bit. Will you take over? Just for a little bit. Come on.
Bloody good idea, Sean.
Come on, hurry up.
He doesn't know the song. Oh, yeah, you might as well do it.
Yeah.
Come back, sugar, don't be scared.
I'm not scared, I'm having the most fun ever. In fact, I wrote to Jim Will Fix It years ago, and it's actually happened that long.
Sean's team. Your video comes from 1992 and features a strange tale about a chap who mislaid his manhood. This is King Missile with detachable penis.
I can, for the life of me, remember what I did with it. First I looked around my apartment and I...
So, what happens next?
Not sure, but it's the kind of tune that will stay in my head, no doubt. I've been the one arrested at the, bus stop going, detachable penis. And that's the point as well, that poor fella's mislaid his penis, and the last thing you need is that woman just reminding him of it. She's just going, detachable penis. You go, would you help me look for the bloody thing? I'll be Darius in this one.
All right.
Come on.
All right, okay. That's it. You got it.
I'm 35. What exactly was it you said?
I said that that I wanted a triple platinum album by the time I was 35.
Well, the Elton John's one then, you're laughing. You can get that tomorrow if you want.
Oh, you're brave now, Sean. I was doing that 3 weeks ago when he wasn't even here.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, that was a nice little... No, you're ad-libbing again.
No, it wasn't. That's in the song.
No, it is.
Play it. Play it.
But if we play it, it gives him too big a clue.
It's not fair. I'm singing it on my own. He's not doing anything.
He's being you. Like a do-do-do-do-do.
I have no idea.
All right. But you've got to help.
Yeah, I'll join in this time.
Well, it's a group thing. It's a team game, and that's why I'm not...
you would have been in the bloody band if they'd have thought that about you.
Yes.
How the hell do we get?
Yes.
Is it one day at a time, Lena? Has anyone got a clue what this is? In your own time there, Per. I like it when he does that.
Come on, I'm ready. Ready. Can you be a bit sassy as well? Go.
I know.
Hold on.
What do you reckon?
You're sassy, Sean, and you still said it.
What?
Sassy, Sean.
Sassy?
Yeah, let's
Is this sassy?
It is, no, just on one hip.
Just one hip, so
you
put the P in.
That
You realised the music was so easy. One hip. Ow!
Dun, 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 dun.
Ow!
Dun, 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 yeah. Give me a clue.
Right, here's one.
The clue was the introduction! So, Sean's team, can you detect which of these is the real Edwin and which are the Droods? Is it number 1, 6-Day War? Number 2, 100 Years War? Number 3, Evelyn War? Number 4, what is it good for? Or number 5, absolutely nothing.
I'm a little worried about number 3. It's just looking at a light, transfixed.
I've come out in a long time. Okay? Is that studio this is lovely.
You okay, number 3? He just doesn't know. Well, 4 of them are obviously English, and Edwin's flown over from America, so who looks jet-lagged? Okay. There's 3! They had a near crash. He's traumatised. Okay, 3, I love you. You're coming home with me. We're living together.
Number 3, a very passionate man.
I'm worried about the fella.
When they all walk off and he's still there.
I bet he's the most professional. I bet they said to him, now, don't move, just stare straight ahead. And he goes, I got you. He's the best. He should get time and a half. The rest have been fidgeting, moving about, all the slight movements. He's a mannequin.
Do any of them ring a bell, Sean?
Well... Nolan's all-girl Irish band.
Sean, you've spotted the flaw in our lineup. Well done. It's like sitting next to Eagle Eye Cherry.
I know who it is, because I'm obviously a big fan, but we'll test her because she's Irish, so she should be able to speak Irish, so...
But they're not allowed to speak.
No.
Yeah, but I'll see if she understands what I'm saying, because it's like the worst cuss you can say to someone. Guramila mahaga kadi an laharis, moshe the hole. Which one's laughing?
Linda, well done! Can I just point out, I will give extra marks for particular spitefulness to Michael Stipe this evening.
What a tosser he is.
1 point.
Wait for the camera, George.
No, thank you, if it's all the same.
Usual, Mr. Jago?
Oh, I think we can do better than that, don't you, Miss Higson?
Difficult to imagine an international spy ring operating out of here. Miss Sneedler, what a pleasant surprise.
It is good to be back.
I heard on the grapevine that Queen Victoria isn't my biggest fan. Heaven knows why.
We are no expert in your line of work.
As entertaining as this is, we seem to be wandering somewhat aimlessly.
Say we've been through some scrapes, eh?
Right. What a cruise I shall ever forget.
How can I help, then? There is, and ever shall be. Only one Jago and Lightfoot.
After you, Henry. I'm sure it'll be delightful.